Yeah, hello. Good morning, everyone. So, this class I waited for 4 5 extra minutes, but from the next class I won't wait. I'll start sharp at 10 a.m. So, going back to the previous class where we are. Let me share my screen. So, hope everyone are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, and please don't call me sir. I'm not sir. I'm just like colleague. You can assume it's colleague. I don't like someone calling me sir. Okay. So I'm going back to ADT. So I think till remove duplicate we have done, right? So yeah. So the next problem is check string or rotation of other. So what does it mean? Check strings or rotation of other. So I think we have discussed one problem related to rotation, right? In array classes. So let's say my name is there Manish. So how we can rotate? So if I want to rotate one by one, then I can write ANISH, and this the element which is at zeroth index will be moving to the right. Okay, so if you want to rotate one more time, then I can write NISHMA. If I want to rotate one more time, similarly we can do it. So let's say I rotated one more time, ISHMAN. Okay, now I want to compare whether ISHMAN is rotation of Manish or not. So that's the problem statement. Okay, and for the person like who is joining for the first time or very new, let me give you brief heads up. So the guys like who are already attending the class can start solving the problem, but I see like few people joined today only. So for them, let me give some heads up. So this is the GitHub repo where I have published some of the interface and we are implementing those interface. Okay, so if you go here, so day one array, one second, let me go master branch. Yeah, so source. Yeah, so day one and day two. So so we covered already the arrays, and in this class we are covering the string problem from the last classes actually. So if you go here, you will see string ADT. So this is interface and your task is to implement these functions. Okay, so this is how I am taking the class. So till here we have done, and apart from this I have covered the array ADT and I have covered this many problems. So if anyone who is attending for the first time and want to know like how to solve other problem after 12 like 12 to 12:30, I'll be taking one extra half an hour extra class. There I will be briefing, and if some of them are not aware like how we can get the file from the GitHub, I'll help them. So is anyone there like who are not aware like how to get the GitHub link and all? I see only one person has completed, so this is very bad response. I'm not expecting this. So, like, if you're really facing any problem, do let me know. Like, maybe I need to take one more class or something like that. So, what problem you are facing, like while you are trying to implement, or if you are here just to listen the lecture, I would request you don't join. You can watch in YouTube and you can learn that. So here it is practice session. It's not like I'm taking one lecture and you will learn from that. You need to practice, and I'm expecting at least 50% of the participants should complete it. Or like if really facing issue, then I'll help you guys definitely. Anyone, like what problem you are facing? And also let me your thought process, like how, why you are not able to solve, what is the problem you are really facing, like yeah, I'm thinking this way but that way is not working, or something like that. Siva, you can unmute yourself and tell me. So you will share the problem list at the end of the session. No, I already shared the problem list. So it's GitHub repository. Here you can download the interface I have created, and we are implementing the problem from that interface. So day two, I'm covering this one. So here, if you go string ADT, so here you have list of method. You just need to implement this method. So this is the way I'm taking the class.
So Manish, did you share something? Did you share your screen?
No, I'm not sharing.
Okay.
Ashutosh, Ajit, Chetan, Emmanuel, what problem you're facing, like who are attending the class from the first day? I don't think you should face problem. So you know like what is rotation, how it works. So you just need to implement one method and you can check like whether this one is rotation of another or not. Anyone? Saurabh, I think Sumit, Trinad, Umesh, Vidyasri.
Yeah, I can go ahead with my thought process.
Okay.
So I have not completed mine.
Okay, sure. You can you can share your screen, Umesh.
Yeah, I'll just share my screen. But okay, I'm not able to. Are you able to see my?
Yes. It's presenting.
Once.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is like. What I'm thinking is, let's say it is Mesh, and then it is ESH, and then you have U and M. Okay.
Hmm.
So what I'm trying to do is the first step. I am passing the index and the string. So, and then what I'll do is I will see. Let's say I'm seeing from here the length, and I'm comparing with this. If it is same, then I return true. Okay. Or else, what I do, in the next, I'm going recursively. So if it is MESH, then from here I see MESH is not same the length. So I take the length and the entire string, and from here I compare with this length with from here. Okay. So I see it is not same. So then what I do is I go with ESH, and then again I compare with the ESH and 3 length. So here I get to know, yes, this is my length. So from here I divide the string, and what I do is I store my characters also in the stack, calling stack. When I return also, what I'll do, I'll compare, from the back, because when I return, since this is same, so I have to compare M and M is equal, and then U and U is equal. So from here, if these two are equal, or any point of time if it is equal, then I move back to the stack. If at any point of time it is not same, then I return false. So that's my thought I thought of.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
Implemented it.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyone else? Anyone else want to share your thought process? So everyone will know like how other people think. So that is very good, interesting part of learning coding in in group. So how other people think about the problem? Yeah, that is good thing. So anyone else who is attending the class from the first? I'm expecting at least them to complete. So Shakila has completed. Shakila, what is your thought process?
I'll share my screen.
Yeah, sure.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, it's presenting. Yeah.
I've done something like this.
Okay.
First, I'm comparing the length of the string, both the S1 and S2 which I'm getting.
Yeah.
If it is not equal, then I'm saying that doesn't matter. Like doesn't match or something.
Okay.
Else, when I'm going inside the loop, I have to do this. This character S1 I have converted.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm like from reverse, I'm reversing it.
Okay.
S3 and I'm storing it and I'm comparing with this S3 with S2.
You are reversing. So 1 second. S3 array I. Okay. So if it is only one rotation, then it will match, right? If it has multiple rotation, then will it match?
Multiple rotation instance?
Okay. So in the example, what I have said, let me share my screen.
Okay.
No. Yeah, so guys, like who is really doing practice, those guys will only benefit. Like who is not doing practice at all, definitely you won't benefit at all. So what you are trying to do, so you are reversing it. So I'm not sure. So what will happen if you pass to a string like this? Let me rotate it first. If I'm rotating one time, then it will be an ANISHM. If I'm rotating second time, then it will NISHMA. If I'm rotating one more time, then it will be ISHMAN. So just try to pass this two. Okay, I'm pinging it. Let me ping it in the chat. Yeah, pass in parameter first and last, and you can share your screen again.
Okay. It doesn't match.
Yeah, it's not matching. So some issue with your implementation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason is you are just reversing it. You are trying to rotate once and then you are comparing this thing, but you are not sure like how much rotation has been done through 2, 3, 4. And there is one good problem like if two strings are given and one is rotation of another, then you may need to ask like how many rotation has been done in the second string. So who are really interested, you can work on that problem as well. So who else completed? Rahul completed. Rahul, can you share your thought process?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, will you hear me?
Yeah, Rahul, I can hear you.
I hope there is no noise.
Some noise is there, like who is not talking, please mute yourself. So my goal is like I want to learn like it's not like I teach it and everyone learn. It's like if Rahul is sharing something, I'll also learn like how Rahul is implemented. If Umesh shared his thought process, I learned like how this problem can be solved like this way also. That's the way, like solve few problems, but try to get maximum approaches can be used to solve that problem. Then you will identify, oh, this approach is better than that in terms of time complexity or in terms of space complexity, or maybe his thought process is better than mine. So that is the way.
Okay, so I'll share my screen.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you might have to share.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I can
You're
share.
able to see my
Yeah.
screen? Okay.
Yeah. Continue.
So this is how my test is going to be. So there is a method called check strings or rotation of other.
Okay.
I'm passing. I'm testing with these many strings. So Rahul,
Yeah.
Rahul, and then I have done a one rotation here.
Yeah.
Then so basically, this string is going to return
False. Okay.
I can do
Fine.
one more.
Yeah. Fine.
Let's run it through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is how it is printed. So Rahul is the rotation of Rahul. This is the rotation of Rahul. This
Yeah,
one.
that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, show me the implementation. That is more interesting.
Yeah. So forget about this method first.
Yeah.
I have created a utility method here.
Okay.
That rotate a string by one.
Okay.
So I'm converting the string to a character array, and then I'm preserving the first character and then rotating, basically shifting all the characters
Mhm.
from index 1 to the length.
Okay.
And once all the characters are
So you mean like you are rotating one by rotate function, right?
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
This is what this rotate function is
Yeah.
doing.
So I think like we already explained this rotate method, so everyone is aware like how rotate method works.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now coming back to the original method,
Hmm.
the text that the two strings are rotation of one or the other.
Hmm.
So I'm preserving the original S2 string in a variable
Hmm.
just for the sake of logging purposes.
Okay.
Then I'm doing a do while here. I first check whether both the strings are equal. If they are equal, I'll just print the message
Hmm.
and return. Otherwise, I'll rotate the S2 string and then increment the counter.
Okay.
And there is this condition. So I'll do this until I is equal to S2 length.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Fair enough.
And
Yeah. So let me tell
but the
something.
problem here
Yeah.
is of quadratic time complexity.
Correct. That's true. That's what I want to explain. Yeah. So the approach of Rahul is pretty simple, and I expected like everyone will be going through this approach only because this is straightforward, and everyone implemented this rotate method earlier also, like in my class only. So if I'm knowing like if I can rotate, then it's better. Like you can rotate it n times, like if the length of the array is n, and you can compare each time after rotating one. After rotating one, compare the string with the another one. Again rotate, again compare, again rotate, again compare. But problem with that is if you are rotating one string one time, then it's taking almost order of n complexity, and again you are comparing n times, so it's order of n square complexity. But at least you should be able to solve this way, like yeah, n square is fine. Okay. So the way Umesh is thinking is also nice, I feel. Okay, so Umesh, I am requesting you try to solve your approach only, and maybe in next class you can present your approach. That would be really helpful. So let me give my thought process how I implemented. With you guys only I implemented this function. So let me share my thought process. So I hope the approach Rahul has picked is good enough and everyone is able to understand it. Thanks, Rahul. Thanks for sharing your thought process.
No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah. Let me share my screen. So hope everyone is able to see my screen. So what I did, yeah, because in my ADT I have didn't mention the it is returning Boolean type, so that is good. That is not an problem. But here I converted it to Boolean so that I can return true and false. It's fine. So what I did, what I have to do, I have to edit this Boolean in ADT as well as wherever I am implementing it. Let me comment is this one. I was trying to implement the next function also meanwhile, but it's fine. I'll do it later. Yeah, check strings are rotation of other. So what I am doing, so I am creating one character array of 256 character. So if it is character, so obviously it has the number will be between 1 to like a, either it will be a b c d, so it will be maximum taking 256 characters. So I'm storing. So what I am doing here, if I am checking s1 dot length is not equal to s2 dot length, I'm straightforward returning false. Otherwise what I am doing, so I am looping over because this statement is false. So obviously if it is coming to this block, so s1 and s2 size will be both will be equal. So I can pick either s1 or s2 here, doesn't matter. So what I am doing, I am printing char array s1 dot char at I. So this statement will be returning what? M. So what is the int value of M? Whatever it will be. So it will be the character array. Suppose character array is like this. So initially it would be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So suppose the code for M is, let's say, 2. For example, I'm telling its code for M is 2. So it will be going to the second index. It will be going here and it will increment to 1. Okay. In the second, again, I am doing the same operation, s2 dot char at I. So maybe if you take one example like this, manish and anishm. So here, what is at I? I is 0, right? So at 0th position, A is there. So for A, I am assuming it 0 only. So index is 0. So it will make here 1. Okay. So it will go to the second point. Now here, no. So here, what I am doing? I am subtracting 1. So earlier it was 0. So it will be minus 1. Okay. Next character is what is there here? It is A. So this one will find A, and what will do? It will add 1 and it will become 0. And what is here? N. So maybe here it will add 1. Similarly, it will going on. One is adding, one is subtracting. If both are equal, then what will happen? Every string, every element of that array will be 0. And I am looping one, adding one more for loop, and that for loop, if I am checking if char at I is not equal to 0 at any position, I'm just returning false. Otherwise, I'm returning true. That's how I implement it. Okay, so let me tell you the demerit of my approach. Okay, the first demerit, I used order of 1 complexity of space. I won't say n because it is always fixed to 56. Doesn't matter how big the array is. Okay, so this is complexity, space complexity. Okay, and time complexity, this will take order of n, and this will be taking order of n, so it will be order of 2n, and that is equivalent to order of n only. So now you guys tell me.
Manish, I have a query here.
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Manish, I have a query here.
Yeah.
Suppose just you as a suppose you write the same word like Manish, but not like
means in an arbitrary fashion, means not in a rotation fashion.
Mhm,
So whether this algorithm will work?
Yeah, obviously it will work.
Uh,
So
the second string is not the rotation of like.
yeah, it will work.
something else.
Yeah, obviously. So
But
what?
it contains the-
Let me show you some demo. Okay, so here I am passing Sumita. So character is same, both like length of the both string is same, right? But this is not rotation. It should return
No,
false.
I am saying that it should contain the same character as the money. Whatever the character money status has contains, the second string contains the same character, but not in the rotation fashion. Means in an arbitrary fashion, something like I S H M A, like in that fashion. Arbitrary characters.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Got your point. Got your point. Yeah. Suppose AINSHIM, something like this. Yeah, this is good catch actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but both are not rotation, right? Yeah. Valid point. In that case, this function would definitely not work. Okay, that is good catch. I also learned like, yeah, this won't work. So who is this guy?
Ashutosh.
Oh, nice catch, Asutosh. Okay, so till now, see what I see, like Rahul's approach is better. Yeah, because this won't work. Can we do something to make this function only work? Okay, this will return true, although what happened? Anyone can suggest anything how we can do that?
So what basically we need to divide the string at the point where it rotates. So
Anything can be done. Okay. So actually I implemented for the permutation one. So this string is permutation of another one. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, fine.
I think I can think of one more approach.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me.
Linear complexity, and I have not implemented it yet, but I'm just out aloud. So let's say we have two strings, S1 and S2. So first string is A, B, C, D, E. Can you write somewhere?
Yeah, sure. Let me go here. First string is A, B, C, D, E.
Anything will go. Yeah. A, B, C, D, E. And let's say second string is D, E, A, B, C.
D, E, A, B, C.
So in this case, our output should return true, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, let's pick up first string and the first character of second string. So D is the first character of second string. Let's find D in first string.
Okay.
Okay. That would be a rotation point.
Okay.
And then split the first string into two parts and then rotate them. So it would become D, E, A, B, C.
Okay. First string you will be modifying it to D, E, A, B, C. That's fine.
Yeah, and that should not take too much time, because I am finding the pivot point and then I'm splitting this into
Yeah, yeah.
str1 and str2, and then just reverse them. So
Mhm.
instead of str1, str2, I'll just say
Yeah,
str2.
okay. Got your point. Let me
Yeah.
do it. Yeah. That's good approach actually. Yeah. So what Rahul is suggesting, if s1 dot s2 length is not equal to, then false. This part he is trying to modify something like Control C, Control V. So here what is trying to do, he is first picking the s2 dot char at 0. Okay. And it's storing the index. Right, Rahul? Then what it's trying to do, he's trying.
Not the index, but the character itself.
Okay, yeah, character. Okay, let me put as character. Char C. And then using linear search, he will find this character in this first array. Int I is less than equal to s1 dot length I plus plus. Okay, and if, let me put one more variable, index is equal to 0. Okay, so if char at I s1 dot char at I is equal to C.
No, what if there are duplicates? So in this case, it might, you might check and then it's better to check of S1, the length, and then, and the rest part from S2, the same length of S2. If you pick 4 length of S1, then you pick 4 length from the beginning of S2. Instead of checking each character, rather the length of S1 that you pick from, let's say, A, B, C, D. So A, B, C, 4 length. So you check that from the beginning of S2.
I didn't get you, miss. Maybe you can share your screen and tell me. Yeah.
I think my approach is going to fail.
Yeah, in case of duplicate. Yeah, duplicate character. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to tell that. What we do is, let me share my screen.
Yeah. This is good discussion. Actually, my goal was like expecting this type of discussion only.
Would I share my screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The goal is, see, let's say this is a string A, B, C, E, D, E, okay. And for example, A, so it is like D, E, and then we have A, B, C, D, okay. So my goal is to find this part, this much, this part, the division. So what I do, I start from here. I check what is my length. So this is 6. Okay. So I check if at any point this is same. No. Then again I move to the next. So then again I check if it is same. The length should be 5 now. Okay. The length should be 5. So because this is 5, so this has to be 5 from D to here.
Okay.
No. Then what I do, I keep on going. Then my length is 4. I check this 4 length. No. 4 length is not same. Again, what I do, I'll keep that. So now I can check 3 length. Is it same? 3 length. No. Then what I do, I move ahead. I check 2 length. If it is same, yes. So I come to know this is my string that I divide.
Okay.
So from here what I do, I know what part of my string has a division for this.
Okay, rotation. Yeah.
And then I compare these with these.
Right. This is what like actually you were explaining in the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. Okay.
Umesh, instead of D, if ED is there, the second string.
Second string, right? Okay, we will do that. ED is there, right? It is not same.
Then it's not rotation, right?
Then it is not same. Then let's say in that case, I again go for this. I check for one length, and I check it is same. Okay. So this D will not come here. This D will come here. Right? This is what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is only one length, right? So what I do, I compare only this one with this. It is true. I know my division is from here, and the rest part is here.
Yeah.
So it is not the same if you do the 2 for loops, means the complexity.
The complexity will be the same. Why do you want to do 2 for loops instead? Instead, go with a single for loop. No? Why do you want to go with the n square approach? See, if this is the case, you just need to find where is my,
Rotation point.
Where is my rotation point?
Yeah.
You don't need to see, this is my rotation point.
Yeah,
right?
you get the rotation point and divide the string into 2 strings. So after that, you just compare it. So it won't be like n square. It will be n only, order of n only.
Order of n.
Yeah. This is good approach. Yep.
Thanks.
So hope everyone understand, or like people want to implement it.
I would say just let's implement this and check into the repository.
Okay, maybe Umesh, I would expect you please implement and check it into the repository, so everyone can go maybe next class go through that. So like it will save some time. Fine.
Yeah, I'll get this into the repository.
Anyone else? Any comment? Yeah, so 2 approach we have seen for the same problem. So as an on, like complex problem will be coming. Yeah, so this type of discussion will happen. Yeah, that's good. So should I move to the next problem, right? So Rahul has completed it. Anyone else? Vishwas, Vidyasri, Umesh, Suresh, Sumit, Kaseli, Saurav, Siva Subramanyam, Shakila, Rahul completed, Pratik, Ayodele, Nitin, Nayan, Naveen, Karan, Kapil, Rajesh, Hamid, Ganpati, Gaju. No response. What problem you guys are facing? So at least who are attending from the beginning, I'm expecting, yeah, because we already solved this problem in case of array. So I don't see much difference.
Yeah, sorry Manish, I joined from my mobile today. I'll make sure that I will join from my PC.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing my screen now. So I'll giving 2 more minutes, then I'll start.
To solve the reverse string problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, participate. Like if 1 and 2 guys are solving, so I won't feel good actually. If you are not talking, please mute yourself. Naveen? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can mute. You can mute yourself. Yeah. Only 2 has done. Now I'll randomly pick 1 or 2% and I'll ask that guys to share. So how that guy is approaching. Otherwise, there is no benefit at all. Even if I tell, you won't learn. So let me pick the guy who are attending the class from the beginning. Karan, are you there? Karan and Kapil, any one of you? No response? At least tell the problem, like then only you'll learn. Otherwise, and don't fill sites, like everyone is learning, even I am also learning. Today is my your working day. Okay, then you are just attending the class. Who else is Saurabh Ray is attending the class from beginning. I can remember. Saurabh, can you share your screen? Or Suresh completed. Saurabh or Suresh, you can share your screen.
Manish.
Yeah.
Name this side.
Yeah, sure.
Are you able to view the screen?
Not yet.
I can see your screen.
How come?
Yeah, I'm able to see the screen.
How is that possible? Not sure why I'm not able to see.
Maybe some network problem from your side.
I don't think so.
Hi, Mr. Nayan Kumar Rath. Sorry to interrupt. Can you change the theme to white, light one? It's a dark theme now, so it's not visible. For me, also, so I'm testing the problem. If it's possible, change the theme of text.
Yeah, or you can stop sharing and then restart.
Yeah, or maybe you can increase the font size. Then it's helpful.
Sure. And please change the theme also, sir.
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, now I can see.
Are you able to view the screen?
Manish? Yeah, now I can see.
Yeah, and I'm just calling your string. I've given it for computer as in I'm using.
Okay.
I'm just taking as an input. I'm converting into a character array.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm checking the length -1 of the specific character array, like for reversing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like checking the same ith value, which would be greater than 1, because I will be reversing it, right? So I'll be checking each and every parameter. Okay. Rather than printing the array. I'm using the same character array stuff as last time you said.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So it's just a 2-line like.
Okay.
Just one for loop.
Okay. So you just need to convert now to string, right? You have character array. You just need to convert to string. So for that you can write arrays dot. You go there.
Arrays dot.
Yeah. To yes.
But I'm getting the output. That's not a problem.
Okay.
So my input is supercomputer, and you can see it's printing here.
Super. That's good.
The errors are like you just ignore. I'm
okay.
My Android.
It's fine. It's fine.
So
Okay. So logic should be clear. So just you used a straightforward for loop and you did it.
yeah, it's very straightforward only.
Okay. So from length, okay. So you are using one variable, your reverse char I. Okay. And what is 1 second? I, you are starting from top.
Yes.
Okay. 1 second. Something.
I think this is not string reversal. It is just printing the string in reverse order.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
What is the expectation?
No, I want to reverse the string. I want that object, right? Yeah, I just don't want to like just print it. So in the rev char character array, what you are declaring, you need to have the string in reversed order. Yeah, printing is fine. So it's straightforward, but yeah.
You mean to say like, okay, I need to store that specific.
Yes, whatever you are printing, you store somewhere also.
This whatever I'm printing, I
Yeah.
have to store it somewhere. Right?
Yes, but and I won't expect you need to use extra space for that also. That is the reason I gave this problem.
Oh,
So if you use extra space, it's fine. Like you can use, but you will be using extra order of n complexity, space complexity.
you mean to say here I'm using the extra space, right?
No, that is fine. Like if you are converting a string to array, that works. Like there is, but if you are using one more character array and you are storing the this output in another character array, that would be like using extra array. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this line you can remove anyway if you are taking the parameter as a character array, and in the beginning only you can change.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I have explained in earlier classes also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I understood. Like initially only I will take this
Yeah.
character.
Character. Yeah. The first 2 line code will be gone.
Correct.
That is good, but I don't want to use one more character array and store the reversed element in that array. That would be like using extra space.
Correct. Okay.
Sorry, Manish, I didn't get your point. Like, how are you going to achieve it without having an extra character array? Because when you say input.toChar array, it is going to create a new one.
Input.toChar array. So I'm taking. I don't want to. So in the parameter itself, instead of taking string s, if I take the character array as an input, and while passing the string, there only you can convert. So it won't take, right?
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else? Any other comments? Okay, so still there is something pending in this implementation. Anyone else can go?
I will change it accordingly. Okay.
Chetan has implemented. Chetan, you can share your screen.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Yeah. And I would be expecting, like, for each problem, I would be picking different person. It's not like only 1 or 2 person will be solving it and presenting. So that would be like better interactive session.
Are you able to see my screen?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. Is it now?
I'm not. Maybe other person.
No, it is not visible. So maybe you can reshare.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm not sure why it is not.
Okay, you have mentioned your code. Let me share your code. Then you can explain. So, new Java class. What's your name? Sorry, I forgot. It's Sumit or
Chetan.
Chetan. Okay.
Yeah.
Chetan code. Yeah. This is how Chetan implemented. 1 second, guys. Okay, this is the code only.
You need to keep that in a main method.
Yeah, that I'll do.
Okay.
Yeah, you can explain.
Yeah, here I'm using a scanner class to get inputs dynamically. After receiving that, since we have to reverse the string, I'm taking the length of the string which is inputted.
Okay.
In the for loop. After that, I'm doing a decrement here. Okay, in the line number, if you go to 20.
Okay, I got it. Let me explain. Let me explain and the problem with this approach. Okay, so what he is trying to do, he got his word in he got his string in the word variable, and he is declaring one extra string variable. Okay, he is creating one extra string variable, and there he is trying to append the character from the end. Okay, so I see too many problems. Okay, let me first explain the problem. Okay, if you are using string and you are appending any other word, so what you are doing, let me take one example. If I say string s equal to Manish, and I am appending here with, let's say, A. Okay, so actually there is 3 object created, okay, in a string pool. One is Manish, one is A, and one is Manisha. So actually 3 objects is getting created. So if you are looping it, so you can calculate how much strings you are creating. Okay, so that is one problem. Another problem, you have already one word string and you are again creating reverse string word. Okay, that is another problem. So you are using order of n extra space because you are using another variable to store the reverse string, and another is like you are appending it with the string. So if you want to go with this approach and still you want to consider, okay, I want to go with this one, then I would expect better go with string buffer or string builder.
Yeah.
Okay, make it a string buffer. Oh, sorry, string buffer.
Yeah, money is named this side.
Yeah.
Last time I implemented something using string buffer, string builder. We can implement this also using the same.
Using string buffer, yeah.
It's like very simple for implementing in string buffer itself. Like, but I didn't follow this approach for going with the character array.
Sorry?
I didn't follow the string buffer approach just to follow the character array.
Yeah, okay. You can try something like this. So at least you are creating a space different object in a string pool. That part you can avoid.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So just one suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the suggestion.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, today I joined this session, so
maybe yeah, you missed this thing. Like in the previous class, I have explained the benefit of using string buffer over string and why we use character array maximum time. Everything we explained in previous classes. So if you attend regularly, yeah, obviously you will go with correct approach.
Sure. That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so if anyone want to go with my approach, I can show. So I always prefer using recursion. So what I did, so I modified bit is ADD. So reverse string is the method. I converted it to character array, and then I am calling reverse string character array with 0. You guys are able to see my screen, right? Okay, and I am returning arrays.toString. So here I am calling this method again and again. Here I'm not calling n times, I'm calling n by 2 times only. If it's reaching the length of divided by 2, it's reaching mid, then I'm returning it. Otherwise, I am swapping whatever element was there at ith position and character array length -1 minus ith position, and I'm just swapping it, and again I'm calling reverse string. That's the way I use. So this will also return the same thing. If I go demo, if I do it here, it will return like this. Any doubt?
For this one, the complexity is log n, right?
It's log n, or I can say log n by 2 also. If number is constant, then I can see log of n by 2, and that is equivalent to log 1 only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
If you are considering the big O.
Come again, Manish, I did not get this. How did you approach this?
Who is this?
Umesh here, Umesh.
So implementation part?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just using recursion instead of using for loop.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
I thought means you can do it O of n, but using recursion as well.
Yeah.
But how are you coming down to
n by 2? Because I'm not going till the end. I am going till the half of the array. So if you see, so my stopping point, terminating point is char array dot length by 2. Okay, and once I am reaching, I am returning it. Otherwise, what I am doing, I am swapping char r I and char r. So if let's say example like this, MANISH, maybe you missed that class. I remember I have already explained this part. Okay, so I'm comparing. So initially I is 0, right? I is 0. So what I am doing, I am swapping between I and length of this Manish is 6, right? So I and so 6 minus 1 minus I. So it will be 5, right? So I am swapping between 0 and 5. So if I swap between 0 and 5, it will be H A N I S M, right? Fine. Then again it will go into the recursion, and I am increasing to 1. So now I will become 1. Then it will swap this A and S. So what will happen? H S.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Okay, and I will be reaching till half.
Oh yeah, I got it. You are going from either ends and you are trying to swap them.
Yeah. That's why I don't need to traverse full length.
Oh yeah, I got
it. It's just like a palindrome.
Yeah, you can say that. Yep. Yeah.
Thanks, Manish.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, moving to the next problem. Print non-repeating character. Okay, so what does it mean if I say print non-repeating character? So if I have A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so which one is non-repeating character? F only. Maybe G, H is also there, right? Okay, so I want to print only F, G, H. What all are non-repeating. Got my point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have B and C also non-repeating, right?
Oh yeah, B and C also not repeating. Then maybe B, C, F, G, H.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So you have 10 minutes. Only one person has completed it. Okay. Hamid, Can you share your screen? What problem you are facing? Umesh has also completed.
I haven't done it, Manish.
Like why? So I want to know the reason. So are you busy with something else, or like are you not trying, or you are facing some issue?
Well, I'm super sleepy right now.
Okay, so you are just listening the lecture. It won't help you guys.
And I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Pratik. So guys, if you are coming to listen the lecture, I would request please watch YouTube video. You will get 100 of better video than what I am taking in this class. So, but if you are really want to practice, then only you stick. Otherwise, it won't benefit you. Yeah, Pratik, you can share your screen.
So actually, right now I am. There's an office meeting. I'm in the parallel, showing some things to my office senior colleague as well. That's why I am not able. But next day I will share my screen for sure for any of the programs.
Okay.
I have some doing some programs in my Eclipse as well. So I will share tomorrow.
And from the next class, like if you guys are really attending the then please post commit your code in GitHub. Then only I came to know who all are really sincerely doing it. Otherwise, I don't want huge crowd. I want few only active person who are really interested in coding. I don't want crowd also. Yeah.
So right now due to COVID-19, there is some hectic schedule.
Yeah. For you, I really understand. I really so I'm not. Yeah. It's for general, for everyone. I'm talking if you are attending the class, please commit your code in GitHub also. Okay. Thank you. So, Asutosh.
Just give me a minute.
Or Gaju or Ganpati.
Yeah, Manish sir.
Yeah, please don't call me sir yaar.
Yeah, Manish bhai ye bol raha tha ki today is my first class. So
Okay.
I'm setting up the things. So from next class onwards, I'm discussing everything.
Okay, sure. Yeah, Ashutosh, I can see you. I can see.
Yeah. So this is the method that I have implemented. That I have used the link hash map in order to print the characters in the sequential manner in which they are appearing.
So I don't expect it should be sequential order. Okay, and I'm not till now. Okay, I am fine with your approach. Just want to know everyone I'm only considering arrays. So once I'll go with hash map and all, then only I want people to implement the hash map. So that would be better actually. So like many people are very well versed with hash map and map, so they can use this. They may feel like these are the simple problem using hash map. But if you are asked like, yeah, you have to implement only using array, then how? Okay, you can go ahead explaining your way. It's fine for now. Okay, but I want everyone to implement using array only.
So this is the loop that I have implemented, that it will iterate the complete string, and I will check whether this character is already present in the map or not.
Okay.
If it is present, if it is not present, then I will put that character and put the corresponding count as 1. Yeah. If it is already the count is there, so I will increment the count by 1 and put it in the and override the count, the map.
Yeah. Okay. Got your point. Okay. It's fine. Anyone else? Okay. So I don't want to go with this approach for now. Like many people are not handy with hash map and map. So maybe other people who has approached with arrays only. Anyone who has approached with array? So Ajit, I can see one new name who has implemented. Please go ahead. You can share your screen, Ajit.
Hello.
Yeah, Ajit, I can hear you.
Yeah, my ID is not set up properly.
Okay.
So this is just the code. This.
Okay, let me share my.
Okay. So if you can just try it. The methods are also not coming for me. So I just written like whatever I.
Okay, let me share your code. Non-repeating. Okay, so this is the method you are calling. This is non-repeating. Okay, let me comment this line as well, and maybe this line as well. Let final string you are trying to return. Okay, so char cs dot. Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So cs.to char array, he is looping over the char array. If final string contains C, okay. If does not contain C, then he is appending it. Okay. So 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. So string S is equal to dstf. Okay, that is fine. So final string dot contains. Okay, so string has contains something. Okay, 1 second. Maybe 1 is needed, and C in capital. Char cannot be converted to char sequence. Okay, if I do like this.
Yeah.
What is the problem here? It is expecting some sequence. Okay, contains. Okay, it's expecting char sequence only.
Just say final string dot contains C plus empty string.
C plus
empty string.
Because it's a char.
Yeah, C plus empty. Okay.
Blank.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. Yeah. Maybe something char sequence work like this way also, right? But here it's okay because it is converting to character array. Okay. Yeah, this is good way. Okay. So char. So what is the problem? Is it working or not working? DSFERGHY.
But D is also coming, right? D
Yeah,
is not.
it's not working like because he's just trying to print only
Because
like all character once. That's what he is trying to do.
Yeah, this will not work.
Yeah. But what if I want to implement only this way to implement? So if already contains,
Instead of like final string dot contains, it should be s dot contains C. Yeah. Not right.
that is also, it should work maybe.
That will be always true.
S dot contains C. Okay, it will be always true. Yeah. So
it will be null always.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe excluding that particular, but that is not a good way. So like in the string, suppose A, B, C, D, E, F. This way I'm taking, and if I want to contains, then I'll check A is containing in this one or not. It's kind of using two for loop also. Okay, so this is not good way. Anyone else?
I mean, I can share if nobody else wants to.
Umesh has done. Anyone else? Let me pick some other guys. Like at least people will come to know like what problem he is facing. That's the reason. Okay, so YOLO, can you share your screen and what problem you are facing? YOLO or Shiva Subramanian or Vishwas Kumar Sharma or Suresh or Ayodele, Karan, Gaju, any one of you? Yeah, please participate, otherwise you won't get much benefit.
I implemented same approach with hash map.
Okay, hash map one. Okay, I understand. You can, no doubt about that. But yeah, I'm thinking for something other than that, using array only.
Yeah, Manish.
Yeah.
The one I sent you. I think if you use the string builder reverse thing, and we just will see the reverse string in the same for loop. If the characters contains means from the last, we'll check if the same character towards the first. Like for example, that D is coming at the beginning, so I am storing in final string. And in the string builder dot reverse, from the last, I will check if the same character is coming here or not. If it is coming, then I think that is the duplicate one.
But how segregate the string into two parts? That is the problem.
One more string.
No, so using extra space, I won't recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Manish, what I thought of is like we can use a character array of 256 length.
Okay.
Or if we know that it only contains characters, then we can go from 65 to and that thing. So and take the ASCII of it.
Yeah.
And keep a count of it.
Is it Umesh?
Yes.
I used the same approach.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll explain. Yeah. Anyone?
Same approach.
Good. Then let me explain, or either you guys can explain. Umesh or Rahul, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No, please go ahead, Rahul. I have not actually. I tried it using a hash map. I've written it through, but I thought of it on the flow.
Yeah, that is good actually. Yeah, even I'm also trying in the flow. Like earlier, like in the previous two classes, I already like beforehand I used to code, but yeah, from now onwards I'll code with you guys only. That's the idea. Like so that I'll yeah.
I have written it using the hash map. That's why I don't want to.
Yeah.
Because that's
Okay.
Sure, let's demonstrate.
Yeah, sure.
Please let's show.
Okay.
Is it coming up?
Yep.
Okay, so this is my method. So as Umesh and Manish were talking, so I have created a hash of 256 characters. So basically an array of 256.
Yeah, don't confuse people with hash. Name it as simple char array.
Yeah, so actually in computer science we call it hashing. So that's why I mention it as hash.
Yeah, it's fine, but people will confuse with hash map or something. Better say char array. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm iterating over the string here.
Yep.
And I am incrementing the each occurrence of that particular character in this character array.
Super.
So this is
Yep.
And then basically I'm iterating over this array again, and if the count is 1, then I'm printing it.
Super. That's the way. I used the same approach, Rahul. Okay, let's go. Let's move to the next problem. I think everyone is clear, right? If yes, please type yes. Like today I didn't ask much feedback, but yeah, if you are able to see.
Amit, sorry, Rahul, can you please explain again? I didn't understand.
Who is this guy? Please tell your name also. Ajit. Okay. Rahul?
Sure.
You can share your screen, Rahul, again.
Yeah, somehow I'm not getting the option now.
Okay, let me share my screen then. Okay, because same approach I have used also, so no worries. Okay, string implementation. Print non-repeating character. Okay, so I used this is the method. So I declared one char array of 256 character, and I used one string buffer, new string buffer. Okay, I declared one string buffer for printing all keeping all non-repeating character. Okay, so I am using one for loop, and I am adding char array s.char at I. What does it return? Okay, so suppose it returns m. Okay, so what is the ASCII code for m? Let's say ASCII code for m is 5095. I'm just assuming. I don't know. Okay, so what will do? It will add char array of 95, and it will add 1. So earlier, what was the value there? It was 0. So it will be 0 plus 1. So it will become 1. Okay. Next, I'll go, maybe again m is there. Okay. So it will become 2. Again a is there. It will become 2. So next character, maybe if I'm taking Manish here, and I'm repeating m and a. Okay. So for m and a, it will become 2, 2, but for remaining, it will be 1, 1, 1. Okay. So now again, I will be using the for loop, and here I'm checking if char array of I. Okay. Char array of I is equal to 1. Then I'm just appending whatever I. So I is 95, right? So I need to convert it to character. So the character of 95 is m. That's why it will be appending m. So it will keep on appending, and we can return it. We can return the string buffer, converting string buffer to string, and we can print it. Let me go to the demo. Run this. Run anyway. Where is the exception? Somewhere. What I did here. Yep, I and PS, because H is repeated, I is not repeated, N is not repeated, S is not repeated, P is not repeated. So it's printing INSP. Still not clear? Then I'll go in more depth.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Anyone else? Please keep on commenting. 3 years I can see out of 25.
Manish?
Yep.
Can you just see my screen? Like, can you let me know? I've not followed the character array, but I followed the normal string approach.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be presenting the screen. Can you just let me know the flaws?
Sure.
I just want to improve my.
Sure.
I'm getting the output. I'm not appending it, but I'm calculating it in every characters. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Are you able to view the screen now?
Yeah.
So this is the piece of code actually. I'm taking as a string whatever I'm getting. I'm checking the length and I'm saving in a boolean character, like boolean value, it is true or not. If that specific character is unique or not.
Okay.
I'm running another loop. Okay. Thereafter I'm checking the ith value and jth value is not equals to z. Then and I'm checking the character at the ith value and character at jth value.
Okay, 1 second. You have two loop and j is again starting with 0. Okay, you can start j with I also.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I did it in a flow.
No.
Correct.
Okay. That's
so similarly I'm checking the unique character flow. Like
this is good, but problem is it's n square, complexity is n square, right?
But like when you followed, you also used I loop the two for loop.
Yeah. Yep.
Correct.
Yep. Fine.
Yeah, this is like we are trying to do in order of 1. So checking, fetching the existing results, so that it is on order of 1. So you go to the index directly. You don't have to iterate and
yeah. That's true.
Okay, you directly go to the index.
I won't say order of 1. It's a kind of order of n only because.
Order of n.
Yeah, order of n. You are trying to put the values. That's the thing.
Yeah, because like we are looping so if the string size is of billion, then actually we are looping over billion time. In the second case, we are only looping till 256 time. Let me share my screen.
Yes.
So if you go back to implementation, so here I am looping to s dot length, right? So if the length here, the string length is 1 billion, so I am looping till billion time, right? But this loop will be only going till 256 time. So this I can say order of 1 complexity, but this will be depending of length of the string.
Order of
n. So obviously order of n plus order of 1 will be order of n.
N only, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I got my approach. I'll work on that.
Yep.
Thanks for the suggestion.
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, I stopped sharing.
Manish, please do commit this code in the Git repository.
Yeah, I will obviously commit, but I want everyone to commit.
Yeah. We'll contribute as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, Manish, can I ask a quick question? Sorry.
Yep, sure.
So when you said order of 1 aren't you going through the whole loop 256? So is it not like order of n?
So yeah, two thing. If I am, so what is algorithm designing? So there is two concept comes here. So one is theoretically I am designing it, and another I am practically implementing it. Okay. So when you are calculating big O notation or omega notation or other thing, it's beforehand, before implementing the algorithm. Okay. Now the second thing comes. So I know 256 is the length of some array, or I know 1000 is the length of some array. So we can say it's order of constant, right? It's always 256. It won't loop more than 256. It won't depend the length of the input. So we always compute any complexity in terms of input, right? So if I am in the second case, let me share my screen again.
Yeah, sure.
In the second loop, if you see, doesn't matter what is the input length, string length. It doesn't matter. I'll loop only till 256 time, and we call this term as order of C. And C, I know it. It doesn't depend on input size at all. Then we call off order of constant time. But if you go this loop, it is depending on order of input. It depends of order of string dot length, s dot length. That is the reason.
So if I take, let's say, new care of 1 million, right? It
Yeah.
will be
Order of constant. Yeah, 100%. But if it doesn't depend on the input size.
Okay, because it's not the input.
Yeah, so this is always constant because I am hard coding it. Yet it won't loop more than 256 times. So it's constant. I know it.
Right.
Good question.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone else want to add something? Most welcome.
And
No.
just one more question, Manish.
Yeah.
I know you did this in the last class, but I can't remember. So why are we taking 256? Is it because of the...
So yeah, if you so I think you didn't attend the
ASCII
class.
character.
Yeah, ASCII character. So the length of the ASCII character 256. In the 256 length, you can consider all the ASCII character A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah.
Uppercase, lowercase.
Yes, everything. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Manish. Thanks.
Yeah. That's why I explained in the beginning of a string, and that's why I considered having separate session for a string. That is the reason. Like even people ask the problem of arrays, but people prefer to ask the question of a string, so that suppose I am interviewer and I want to ask something related to array, I'll definitely ask something related to a string. So if I'm asking some question about the string, I'll check your two skill set. One is how much you know about the string, how much you know about the language, and how much you know about the array. So that's how people make the problem complex. That's how it works.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
So that's all for today. Anyone maybe so if you guys do it quickly, then I think we'll be able to confer like solve more and more problem. Still I think 4 problem is left. So in the next class we will be able to complete the string problem. So after that, my idea is to introduce about hash map. Okay. And then we will go solving with LeetCode problem. So that would be better. I can go with linked list also and other topic also, but the goal is like to solve complex problem. It's not like solving this problem. This is not goal. This is like giving basic standard. So after this, I'll introduce the concept of hash map and how to use hash map for solving the problem. Then we'll jump into the obviously we'll jump into the LeetCode problem. We'll pick starting from easy problem, then medium problem, then hard problem. Only those problems which will use only concept of array, string, and hash map. So yeah, maybe from next not next class, next to next class, we will be able to start coding from the LeetCode. Anyone want to add, or anyone is having different idea, then do let me know your feedback. I'll do accordingly. Yeah. Who is telling? I'm not able to hear you properly. Still very. Pratik. Okay, Pratik. Your voice is not audible properly. Maybe mic is not near to your mouth.
Are you able to hear me?
Okay, barely, yeah.
Okay. Actually, my question is related to, you mentioned the ASCII characters. Suppose I have to sort or like some revert the string of suppose the local language characters. Like, like that. So are we able to do with same methods using UTF-8?
Yes, you have to use UTF-8, and maybe for that you need to use more length. So I have explained this concept in my previous classes. So how to use UTF-8, I had some German character and we tried converting using ASCII. It was not printing something. So we had discussion about that. So you can go in Google and then do some problem solving, then you will have to, like, for the people who attended previous classes are well versed of that, I think so.
Like some Indian languages, like I have to sort.
Yeah. So you need to convert to local language. Yeah. So other all formats are available. You can just pick there, and you need to know like how much that particular coding, how much space that takes, and then you can work. Yep.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Any question, or for whom like this is the first class and want to discuss something? Most welcome. Other can leave. It's 12:30.
Manish.
Yep.
This is Gajanan.
Yep.
Today is my first class actually.
Okay.
It's very good effort you are doing this. I'm very thankful for that.
Okay.
Congratulations for you for this. And I just want to ask you like, what are the things you have covered? Can you briefly?
So I already shared this. Okay, let me share my screen. So you are able to see, right?
Yeah.
So go to this repository. Okay. So here, if you go, so I have covered strings and arrays. So if you go here, source, so here you can say day one. So here array ADT, array list, array. So here I have implemented this array ADT. The way I am implementing the string, here you will have all the function implemented what I have discussed in earlier classes. Few are not implemented: add element, remove element, get element, set element. These are basic method. But what all are implemented, what all I have covered is here. Go through it, try to learn it. If you are still not able to understand, maybe in the next class 12, from after 12 I'll help you. So similarly this part we have implemented, and after this we started with day 2. So this is the day 2 code. Here I have declared one string ADT. So here we are solving our problem, string problem. Until here we have covered till here. So I may be pushing the code till here. You can go through that, and this all are remaining, which will be covered in the next class.